G'day there, it's Dave here, Dave Mills, with another exciting video on the development momentum theory of chess. And what I'd like to talk to you about is, I want to talk to you about collisions. Okay, how pieces combine, how they work together, and the change in my thinking which affected my chess, how to evaluate a position. And chess players tend to go through three phases. I call it the classical phase, and then the hypermodern phase, and then the modern technical phase. And so we always teach beginners to trot out very classical openings because we know how important those classical principles are, and for the modern game. Now, great players, it's just like golf. Great players, it's all about the putting, it's all about the end game, and I'm going to be doing 50 videos on the end game, and we'll get to that. We'll get to end game studies, but for now we'll talk about the development momentum theory. Now, we spoke about momentum, which is the value of the piece, right, multiplied by how many squares it's attacking in their half of the board. So I'm going to give you an example from one of the videos that I just did on the fishing pole trap from the Berlin defense. So the Berlin defense is a response to the Spanish game. Now we have the Italian game here, one of my favorite openings, and we have the Spanish, another one of my favorite openings, because it's just it's a logical thing to free your king up to castle, and then what you do to one side you do to the other. So in this case here, the Berlin defense is against the Spanish opening, and this is the response. Okay, now white is obviously not afraid of losing this pawn because it just opens up a fast track to the king. So white typically here castles. And at this point here, this is the fishing pole trap. The knight plays out here, and then white typically responds by threatening it, and then you get the fishing pole. You move down the H pawn. And what the H pawn does is it opens up a fast track down the H file. And you don't want to open up a super highway for them to attack you. The trap goes, you take the Greek gift, they recapture, you move your knight to a safe location, and then you can see the momentum now is off the charts. So for instance, when pieces collide together like this, their momentum combines. So a rook momentum is 5 times the 4 squares, and 5 times 4 is 20, and the queen is valued at 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So what actually happens when they work like this, it's the sum of their momentum massively moving through the position here. So if you have 36 plus 20 is 56. If you have a momentum of 56, it's incredibly hard for the position to resolve itself favorably for white here. I mean, it's pretty much over. If white tries to get some space, you just put the net around the king, and it's all she wrote. A computer response in this position is to delay the move with this queen move. But basically that's the fishing pole trap, and that's momentum. And so in the next video I'm going to talk to you about how I used to respond to it, and how developing the theory, how I respond now. Alright, thank you. Bye!